All right, so Jet is facing away from me, and I've got his back. Okay. Key things when you've got somebody's back, right? You could be here. If I'm here, I'm not crossing my ankles because he's going to triangle over the top of my feet. Triangle it. Yep. And then he's going to extend his hips, and I'm going to get stuck in a straight ankle lock, right? So my ankles are apart. I had this guy in Maine, Harps, who would always like use his thigh, and he would push my ankle over the top, and then he would do it to me. Right? He's not going to necessarily, Jet's not going to necessarily move his hands down there to try to force that, because then he's only got one hand here for me to get to his neck. Now, what Jet's trying to do right now is he's going to try to like use his foot and push my foot down to the mat so that he can hop over. Okay? So to prevent that, there are a couple things I can do. One is I can do a body triangle. And when I do a body triangle, I like to hook this and grapevine this bottom leg here, so that it's going to be harder for him to actually start to break out of this. Now, the thing I have to be careful about is if he tries to roll to the other side, he can hip forward and put me in a straight ankle lock with this body triangle. So I always want to have my foot up on the top, right? The other thing I can do is I'm going to hook his thigh and put my foot onto his hip, or I can have one foot between his legs and I triangle it behind, right? And so now he can't hop over the top of my foot, and I've got really good control here. I could also, just stomp on it, but I kind of prefer to have that triangle a little bit stronger. Foot right here, boom, boom. Now, in this case, I'm gonna have the underhook on this side. Oh yeah, if I have the overhook on this side, he can't start to escape this, right? If he wanted to, it would be really, really hard for him to, because my shoulder is blocking his shoulder, so he can't start to flatten out. If I have the unhook on this side, I need to have my head here, right? So that he can't start to flatten out his shoulders onto the mat. Now from here, I'm going to either, maybe start to answer the phone on myself, right? Because I've got that underhook. His arms are already separated from his body. I can hook the back of his head, whatever. And so from here, I start to change my posture, and I just swing my leg over, pinch my knees together, and look, we're right back to the first armbar that we did. And obviously, he's going to probably try to posture up and all that, and if I keep my structure, it will be fine, right? So all that is, right, is because I have the underhook on this side, not the overhook, I'm going to keep my head underneath, right? And I can flick, I can hold, however I want to hold on to that arm, and then I just bring my leg over the top. If you're going to push the head away, do it minimally, as little as you can, in order to clear that head, right? Because again, I don't want to lose shoulder penetration here. Pinch knees together and arm bar from here. Right? And that's just going to be your basic back mount arm bar. You could sometimes, because we have these two hands here, sometimes I'm going to end up clearing that hand back. And usually the way that's going to happen is I'm going to take this top arm and I'm going to start going for the rear naked choke here. He's going to start pulling down on my arm because he doesn't want me to choke him. Right? And he's going to be really aggressive with that. If I just try to push his arm down, he's like, no, I don't want you to clear my arm out. But if I start going for that choke and I start getting tight on it, he's going to start pulling his arm down, and it's going to be really hard for him to switch directions. So I just go, right? And I like to bury the top of my foot onto his back here, right? So from here, I can do a couple things, right? One is I can start to slide back and triangle here, right? Now, I've got all kinds of arm locks and shit from here, and there's just a simple, very simple arm bar from there. But even if I get that, right, I just change my angle, throw my leg over the top, pinch, arm bar.